Shall we play a game?
I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but that text that you see on there, if you don't know, it's from War Games, old movie from the 80s. With Matthew Broderick, starring Matthew Broderick. But text I actually created online. There was something online. The fonts I couldn't find that I wanted, so I ended up, there was a thing online that you could like create and make those fonts, which I thought was pretty cool. So I ended up doing that to get the fonts I wanted. Okay. We should, from what Ashley of the Galaxy said on my last stream, she said I was about an hour left. That was about 2 hours ago. I mean, that was 2 hours from when, so like I started talking and it's the killer and all that stuff, or the sniper. Anyway, I'm thinking we should finish it, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh crap! I don't know if I'm gonna bother with that. Let me see, maybe I might not be able to do it. I think it's hard to do whenever no one's been using it anyway, but. Wait. Oh, there he is. Okay. I was going to say, where's... So we're going to inspect it. This is where we left off because I wasn't sure how much longer that was going to take, and I needed to get off. I needed to log off, but here we go.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
It is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open extremely carefully. It's the camera.
No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
Stop. Let me approach it first.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Just listen to me. Shh.
Okay.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air, slowly.
Okay, let's try this. Approach carefully.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Raise your hand slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
Raise the other hand too.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own.
Like an
They
octopus.
are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you. Praying to you.
Don't pray to me. I'm not.
The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Tuft-like structures still rustle on its joints.
It's smelling me.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets. Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Stand on your tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
Hume, it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
Come on, let me get this one. Because I have a bunch of Inland Empire. Yes. I exist too.
Tell me what he's like for you.
If I tell you, what will happen?
Then I will tell you what he's like for me.
For me, it's I'm ill. God dang. For me, it's fire burning. What are they talking about? I wonder if I should say I'm ill because drinking and stuff. Wonder bar. Do I have that definition right? Okay, that's what I thought. I don't speak German, but I thought good, but it means marvelous. I'm gonna say that for me it's marvelous.
Yes, holy is the Lord of hosts, and all the earth is filled with his glory. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon by what?
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations, a swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms, all speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never ache.
You're glad to be me. I'm glad to be me. An incredibly sensitive instrument. I figure I would say something like that, right? The fuck is happening to me right now? Let's say it. But I don't want it to be... Yeah, let's say it.
I don't know. You're just a shadow for me. Far away, faintly transmitting, but for a curious smell.
I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation, even when you're sleepy, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
It was very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together.
That must be incredibly hard. The Arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you. And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
In honor of your will, Lieutenant Euphrator, that you kept from falling apart in the face of sheer terror, day after day, second by second.
I am a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
The killer.
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
You're destroying him?
Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
Is this a dream? What is happening?
No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Oh, where does this come from? All this around us, the world.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
We need to know. Perhaps it's sent to us by God. Then all we can do is beat our fists against it day after day with no answer.
I think we should eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Or read. Yum yum.
Wait, so
So you like a reed, and you eat reeds.
Yes, they don't mind.
Have you accidentally eaten another reed, Phasmin?
Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident.
What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulandia Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys. I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me.
and the 4,000-year-old Ceresolithic civilization buried so deep in the sediment that you do not even know it is there. They too did not see me.
I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions. 3, if you count stone tools, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizens' militia in Rivershaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
Was there an ancient Ceresolithic civilization?
Yes, with stone tools and silk, they too missed me. Although I had not developed the mutation needed for parthenogenesis yet, and scoured the Neolithic hinterland as distinct individuals, not clones.
That's insane.
No, you are. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile simian nerve system ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
Wait, the Pell is human-made?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
I don't have that kind of power.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Where's how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget?
Have I always thought this way?
No, You're only thinking it now. This is a revelation.
I'll be extra careful not to blink. I've already forgotten the whole world once.
So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Nothing, just looking at the stick is everything is normal.
I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species.
I have to say goodbye. That was all. I have no more thoughts.
No, there is one more.
Of course, all the creatures I met, you are the kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the working class.
What woman?
You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So overly far you were prepared to go in her presence. And it.
I will.
She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Okay, Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you.
I got it.
And I want to reach out and touch it. I want to slowly reach out and touch the creature. I don't want to pet the weapon, which makes it what it makes it sound like. Sight. I'm gonna reach out and touch it. I think I'm gonna get hurt, but I got enough health.
The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
I have a feeling, I don't know if I would do this, but I have a feeling that Harry and my playthrough would do this, which would be lick his finger.
It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water.
I'm gonna go ahead and pet it. I can't stop touching it.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. Warning!
Pull your hand away.
A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wave by wave from its stupor. Some sort of countdown process is happening. That's all you have time to think.
We got it. Back off.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Disengage slowly.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
It's gone. Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
You can walk on water.
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
What now?
What now?
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown.
Don't think this helmet would have helped me anyway. Look down at your wound. I'm gonna say that. At least my collector's.
Indeed, you found it all. Now your mortal coil is completely protected. Few cops are this futuristic.
At least now I'm truly invincible. Wait. What? Wait, what? I thought...
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
It's Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
What was this doing in the Phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
Perhaps for some blackmailing plan?
Perhaps. But that still doesn't explain how it got into the nest.
I think the Phasmid took it.
Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual. I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
A curious octopus would do something similar, or even a cuttlefish.
Perhaps it was curious, like an octopus.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect, it's a mollusk. But yes, I see your point.
It says Katrazin Alazi.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name, where Klasia comes from. Remember? God damn it. I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now, in another city.
Actually, it was supposed to be her real name. She lied to us.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, she's still lying to us right now.
What's her real name then?
I don't know. But it's not Katarzyna Alasia, or Klasia, or Anouk Meyer-Smith. We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective. Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
Put the passport away. Item. There's the scope. There's rifle. Okay. Clothes. All right, so let's wait. Oh. Conceptualization. I know. I think I got some stuff. Oh my God. Holy shit. I'm about to. So, well, what else? Reading materials. What was that? Oh, that's okay. I got a bunch of skill points I can use, but I'm gonna wait and save and wait, what was? No, not that. Boring cop. All right, so let's go talk to him.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how can you not see the phasma?
See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking, like an addict of some terrible substance.
Snap your fingers under his nose.
A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What has happened to this man?
Old age and shock. The appearance of the Phasmid in conjunction with the stress of the arrest. He spent his entire life here. For him to leave would be...
I don't know if I should say this because he's probably not going to answer me. Or either that or Kim's going to say something about it. He doesn't need to talk about that right now, but... Or, I wonder if me asking this would put it where he ends up dying. I don't know if that's how this game is. Or just subtle stuff like that. Something simple. I'm just going to say...
about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Use the boat to return to mainland. Okay.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna get a coffee. Okay, let's see. I wonder if I'd be able to ask.
Look what the tide brought him. Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar. And this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thank you. I want him to kind of stay, though. I'd rather him stay. But I don't like this. Let's destroy them. I don't know what they're... I mean, that's like a violent reaction when you don't even know they just might want to talk to you. I mean, thank you, Lieutenant. Okay. Way to feed me to the wolves. Okay, that's kind of telling them. And then, no, Kim, you... I'm gonna say that
It's
one.
good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
What's a shit kid?
You. Shit kid, that's you.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case.
Despite all that I've done.
No, because of all that you've done.
I mean, like, half this stuff, I don't even know why I'd be saying what I'm saying. Why I would be saying it, I should say. You mentioned a task force.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory. Who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Tron fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Yeah, first, who's gonna be Baby?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
Is this Guillaume Baby blonde? Sunglasses.
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G-Baby. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
Okay, so what does this unit do?
It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
The 41st isn't...
How'd you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
I saved this establishment and he still betrays me?
Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of the building. It was on fire.
Yeah, I lit it on fire. It was a poetic gesture.
I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trant? I told you it was our shit, kid.
The line is from Lou Giatun's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghost the apparition of... Good choice, Harry.
He is correct. It was the Seraillese poet Lou Giatun who, in the 50s of the last century, composed the...
Don't encourage him, Trant.
Okay.
So Trent Adelson turns out to be a special consultant.
Yes, I'm Trant Heidelstein. I never said I wasn't Trant Heidelstein.
Wait, what's up with the kid then?
Mikhail? Mikhail's my son.
What was up with all the interesting history spying on me?
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
Where have you been all this time?
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore.
Are you sure? So you haven't been telling everyone what a boring cop you are? And that you should kill yourself? People say you've been out of your mind. I asked around.
You aren't the man with sunglasses. No, you're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic, I would have realized I knew you.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
Actually, I suspected something was off.
Did you? Or did you think I was a goddamn firefighter? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Absolutely no idea. 100 years?
Duped again, no one's who they say they are. Yeah.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Okay, that does have something to do with it, yes.
No. Everyone's just a brilliant master of disguises.
None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
I drank so much I lost my memory, and now, and I'm now slowly recovering it.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the Next World mural, those were recent. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's Absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Line detective is good for now.
For now? I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
What now?
Now, nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
I drove it in the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge right here. Show it to them.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Damn, I don't have my gloves on. Yeah, I caught it.
Not today, badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. What is it with all these material objects?
Wait, how do I know I lost? How did you know I lost my gun? Show him the... Is that... I have a new gun now.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I'm not drunk. I haven't started drinking again.
So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. I'm sorry, I smell bad.
A bit of a week? You're drunk, and you let a suspect escape, a certain Clasier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the island.
Oh, well, if she was nice.
Hey, how you doing, Tricolor?
The other suspect.
Tricolor
the one who shot
Llama.
herself in the head.
How's it going? Excuse me. he's talking about Ruby.
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yes, what he said. Also solved the case. It solved all of it.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the boring cop issue. Despite all the obvious and almost grotesque mannerisms and sartorial choices, he still insists he isn't characteristic enough. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
You should yell something.
That's not a good idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal about both of them. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh,
A new species?
a colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Thick white snow falls all around you. Flakes stick to the glossy photo of the phasmid. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Say nothing.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Yes, the phasmid may have contributed to his mental state in some way over the years. Oh, should I say that? I'm gonna say that.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never. Kill. No, I'm not saying that. Reads Art's Nest. The killer. You have a strong motive for him. The previous head. The killer, we have a strong motive for him.
Lilyanovich. A revolutionary matronym.
A revolution.
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms: Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian, his Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary in the act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head. And 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's way more than that. I'll win her back with this. I'm saying that. I did all I could. Every second was a struggle.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass. In time.
Okay. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Also, the Phasmin was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
I think it reproduces by orthogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
It told me.
Interesting. Then it is especially vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the entire species. We're probably talking conservation efforts here.
In his mind, he's already planning a nature reserve and knows a good guy for that.
I don't want to say this because... Yeah, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to go ahead and conclude.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
Ooh, oh yeah. Let me go. We think.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open, in Martinez, where Evrart and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
understood, of course.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
Okay. I also looked into the mystery of the Doom commercial area.
I don't know what the Doom commercial area is.
It's commercial.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
Okay, so did I really fix the strike situation though? I don't think I did. So what?
How? It seems to be ongoing. I see red banners on the gates.
He didn't quite solve it. He cross-pollinated information between the company rep and Evrart, until the rep came to see that the Union desires war, at which point Mrs. Messier decided to...
What? Hand clear the terminal?
I just told some people some things. No big deal. Things are calmer now.
Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul.
Hey, how do you know that?
It doesn't matter how we know about Al Ghul. What matters is, you're Everett Clare's peony now. Just as I said. He's a mob boss, did you know? Is that why you want us to investigate the assassination of the previous Union head thing? To get off Everett's hook?
No, it's nothing like that. He was reckless with information, but ethical. We don't owe anyone anything. This allowed us to stabilize things in Martinez.
God, calm down, Jean.
Silence. Good. The man doesn't know what to say.
Okay.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I? Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Some chick who?
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait, Dora England?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Six years?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
No, I meant what did she do?
She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Well, the fast one, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
Yep.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Kilm, what are you gonna do?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Yeah, got Kim.
He's really considering it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
How much stuff I left on the table. Like so many skill points. I mean, I think I still have 5 skill points. I'm assuming. Hey, Scrub J. Is that what happened on yours? Did you, No, you know, I'm sure you probably saw it. I mean, I don't see how it could be much different. I mean, I'm assuming that sniper or killer is what the ending is. Just the approach happens different. I did get, well, I don't want to say anything, but man, I was left with a bunch of skill points. I don't know if it happened at the very end. Okay, so that's what Ashley of the Galaxy said. She said if Kim got, she kind of spoiled. It's not a big deal, but she was saying, do you realize if Kim would have got hurt, then Kuno would have been your partner? And I was like, yep, no, I didn't know that. But I don't know if you heard her. She said she's played through it like 6 times. I'm like, whew. That's a lot. I don't think I could do that. There's too many other games I want to play. But did you have quite a bit of points, like skill points? I think I had like 5 skill points. Like, it all happened near the end of the game. You know, I mean, I wasn't walking around alone. I had like 1 that I was keeping in case I wanted to use it somewhere else. You know, like a sudden thing happened and I might want to drop it in there and then use it for whatever, rhetoric or what have you. But like close to the end there, man, it was like there was like 5. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. I think most of it happened at the end. Like, there was so much stuff happening that you were getting credit for that it, and like, I didn't even realize it until when I logged back in, because I knew I was going to probably be close to finishing because of what Ashley said. And so at that point is when I looked it up at my skills, and I was like, holy crap, man. It's like I had 6 skill points that I could use. And I was at 85, so I was 15 away from getting another skill point. So pretty much anything I said to the Phasmid was going to get me another skill point. So yeah, there was a lot of skill points. So on your 2 playthroughs, you don't have to tell me like who, but is it the old man that's like, that doesn't change? That's still the same? On your playthroughs? On your 2? Wait, no, you're on your second one, aren't you? Yeah, never mind. But yeah, you're on your second playthrough. That's right. I forgot. I was thinking you had already played through it twice, actually. Oh, geez. Now I got to think of now I got to think of another game to stream. I mean, I got plenty to play. Just not sure. I'll have to look through my library and see what might be a decent one. I'm just letting the credits roll through. Is it? It's not like free roam or anything like that after this, right? Like GTA or Red Dead or anything like that. It ends. It pretty much ends, right? You're not able to go out in the world and look up something else, like look at the art that was on the building or something like that. Or talk to other people. It's pretty much over with, right? Yeah, it seems like yeah, once you leave that boat to go to the island, there's no straying. Like that's pretty much it. I mean, it might say something right before you get on the boat. I think warning you about that. Or maybe it doesn't. I can't remember. Yeah, but I liked it. It's a lot different. I mean, you know, than most PC games out there. I like the artwork. I enjoyed it. I think a second playthrough would be better though, because then you're familiar. You're not having to learn. You kind of have an idea of the history. I mean, stuff's not going to surprise you as much, but you know, still be cool. Hey, when you said woohoo, you beat it. Did I answer that pretty quickly? I think someone said hello, and I don't know if I got to them quick enough when I saw it, and I think they'd left. And I was like, oh. Well, I mean, the what happens is my buddy did this the other night. Like right now, it's fine because now you've said a few things. So when you say something now in the corner of my eye, I can see something pops up. So it makes me look over there. But when someone first responds, it's harder to tell. Until like a few of them get down a little lower and they're like more eye level, and I can see a change as, you know, there's been a change on the monitor. And so it makes me look over there. But when someone before that, it's way up here and I don't really notice it unless I make I actually look over there and see. So I don't know. Because my buddy said he did it, and then I was like, oh, hey, when did you say something? And he was like, oh, it's about a minute and a half ago or something. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't see it. Plus, I was kind of paying attention to, because I knew it was ending. So I was like, I was kind of listening to everything happening, you know, at the end, the whole Phasma discussion and everything. It really surprised me though. That's one thing it did surprise me was is that there was a portion of well, I don't want to say too much, and I don't know if this is the case. There's certain things that surprise me and certain things that I thought was actually what was going to happen and didn't happen. I mean, to be honest with you, and I don't know, hang on one second. I honestly thought this whole thing was going to be a mind trip. Like I thought this was all going to be in his mind, and he was just messed up. Actually. So it surprised me a little bit at the end when that wasn't the case. And then again, I don't know if I played it straightforward enough to where that isn't an ending, or if there is an ending like that. You know? But that's what I thought was going to happen. It's kind of cliche, but you know, like he was going to be not at a asylum or anything, but just like trying to talk his way through it or something. Well, about 2 hours. Well, an hour and 45 minutes. I thought it was going to take me about 2 hours, which it did, to finish it out. So, I think that's it. You streaming? You going to stream today, Scrub? Final Fantasy. I'm assuming you're talking. That's one. Like I don't know if it was like past. Like I was already past it playing other stuff, because I didn't get, like, I was old enough to where Ultima Online was more of an influence to me than, or more made more of an impression to me than EverQuest did. Whenever I started playing online games. So Final Fantasy is one of those things too. I mean, I did play Final Fantasy online for a little bit, which I thought was really, really good. I mean, I did like it, but I never played many of the other games, I'm assuming that's what you mean. FF7, Final Fantasy 7 remake or remaster or something? Is that what that stands for? Yeah, I'm not knocking it. I just, like, I didn't, it's like me and Gree, my buddy, he's a little bit younger than me. So his thing was EverQuest and mine was Ultima Online. And I never got into EverQuest because I was playing Ultima Online. And, I think that's what happened with Final Fantasy. I never really got into the Final Fantasies. Could have been playing another game or whatever, but I am looking forward to like Ashes of Creation, like a new MMO that's not like Eastern influence. I don't have an issue with it. Here's my issue with online games, or the newer online games like Lost Ark, and I played Lost Ark for like 800 hours. So, but I was wanting to play an online game so bad. But my issue is, and I played BDO for a long time. I like BDO. I just don't like when they start. Like they have, like you start seeing cars, or you start seeing like French maid outfits or butlers or something like that. I don't like. I can deal with it, but it's like I'd rather just see the medieval stuff and like either or type of thing. It's either. Like Lost Ark was weird because it would have something I don't know if you ever played that game, but it had like the first continent was like this fantasy type thing, which was cool. And then you went to another area, which was this like steampunk, cyberpunk thing, which I actually like even more. And I was telling my buddy, I was like, damn, I wish they made an online game that was that, like one like that and one like this. But when they start crisscrossing them, it's just weird to me. I'm trying to think of what I need. I was thinking about playing, I got Shadowrun older. I was thinking about playing that. I'm not going to play a newer one. I know that. I thought about revisiting Vampire the Masquerade, which is, I loved that game whenever it came out. I thought about playing what's Blade Runner, the old one. I'm not sure. I need to find something. It's gonna be some niche. That it doesn't really matter about, like, I don't have a problem with people having a small viewership until I can like get a hang of this. Like, for instance, that Tricolor Llama said hello, and really nice to know. See, I figured because Vampire has a good following. Like, I ended up getting it on like I think when I got it off GOG, because GOG puts in a thing where it helps when you play it on Windows because it's an older version or something. It's something like that, where if you get it through Steam, you have to do that. Where anyway, so yeah, I thought about that, and I thought about that's kind of what I want. I just kind of like want people who, which I figured was the case with Disco. It's like I want fans of the game to just happen to like have a chance for having someone either play it again or play it that haven't played it, because they like the game. You know what I mean? And then maybe they'll talk to me like you do, and we BS. But yeah, it seemed that way with Disco when I saw it too, when people were watching it. Did you get the new one, the new Vampire one, or is that the one you're talking about? That's not Bloodlines, is it? Yeah, that's it. I didn't think it was Bloodlines. Bloodlines is the second one, wasn't it? It was Vampire the Masquerade, then Vampire Bloodlines, which is the one with the huge following. Isn't it? I think. And Swan Song is the new one. Which it does look cool. It looks different, but it looks cool. I'm not going to buy it anytime soon because I'm not going to spend that much money on it. Is it Redemption? Okay. Which one is the one I get? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I got Bloodlines. Yeah, that's the one I ended up getting. I got it off GOG. I mean, I originally had the disc for those. And then I have 3 of the Shadowruns. I mean, I have so many games that I could like play, but I want to play something that that people are kind of already like fans to, you know, like they enjoy watching it, or they're just fans of the game. Get those people in. But because I have so many games. Stupid. Blade Runner. Blade Runner is one I thought about. When it 97 Westwood Studios. I'm looking at it right now. So I thought about that one. One of the Shadowruns, or possibly the Vampire Bloodlines. Did you stream that one, or did you play it through? I played Bloodlines here last year. Oh, I didn't see. You said pretty glitchy. Yeah, well, by the time I play it, though, I would hope that would be all worked out. Because I would. Okay, maybe I'll do Bloodlines then. It's a good. Maybe I'll do that one. I mean, I've played it before. I don't remember it. Jesus, so long ago. Or I barely remember it. But I'm just looking at some of the games. So many. And right now I just want to play ones that might have fans, that has a story that I can play through it and end it and then continue with the next one, type of thing. And then if I get some fans and you know, stream maybe other stuff too. But right now, it's kind of difficult when you work full time. The other night when that went way longer than I usually do it. I think I'd stream for like 4.5 hours or something, which is I don't have an issue with. But with this game, like if I'm playing games, I think 4.5 hours can fly by. But this game is kind of slow. Then if you're streaming it, it makes it even slower. But then, like you were in chat and Ashley were in chat, so there was talking going on and chatting going on. So I didn't even realize it really until. And my buddy was waiting on me to get through. Well, he was playing, but we've been playing V Rising. So we've been playing V Rising. So he was kind of waiting for me to jump over there onto his server, or not really a server, more of a co-op. All right, man. Well, Scrub, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to, I'm probably just end it. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow, but I'll probably stream Sunday. And maybe, usually I stream Tuesday unless something is up. But, yeah, I really do appreciate you stopping by, Scrub, and chatting with me. But have a good one, man. And if you're streaming, have a good stream. I'll talk to you later, and I appreciate it. And anyone else, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.